You're looking a little big for your nest there, friend.
Good morning, my name is Benjamin Mohler. I'm a paleontologist and unrepentant bisexual freakazoid. Today is day 10 of the Menefee expedition out here in the northwestern corner of New Mexico in the San Juan Basin. We are excavating 80-million-year-old dinosaurs, crocodilians, turtles, plants, an entire ecosystem here preserved in the beds as you see behind me. But today is also the first day of Pride Month here in the United States, and I feel like it's more important now than ever to draw attention to the fact that LGBTQ civil rights, social liberties, and safety are under attack in this country, especially the transgender community, the gender nonconforming community, and the intersex community. There's always this demand in science that we leave who we are at the door in order to achieve perfect objectivity in our work, but it's simply not possible for the queer community and women in science and immigrants and migrants in science to move in these spaces when our governments and our workplaces and our societies are able to incite harassment and legally discriminate against us and do these calls for removal and violence and even extermination. The proportion of people in this country that believe in a very narrow view of how you're allowed to love and how you're allowed to identify is increasingly small as time goes on, but they're also getting increasingly vicious and increasingly bold because they know that they're losing. The Pride movement has been going on for 50 plus years strong. It shows no signs of stopping, and this is why they're using every mechanism they can through the state and through social means in order to incite removal of us. And one of the ways that we combat this is by being open and by being proud and by calling out the fact that we are here in every space in paleontology. We are doing field work, we do preparatory work, we do research, we are writers, we are artists, we are scientists, we are here. And there's really no sure sign that you don't really understand the paleo community if you're one of these people who leaves nasty comments under my videos every time I do a field video on Pride, pointing out the fact that we are here doing this work. People will always say, why are you trying to force diversity in paleontology? What's the point of this? The point is that we are a very big community in paleontology and that there is no reason to try to shut us out. That is, unless, of course, your reason for shutting us out is the fact that you are part of this movement in the broader society to erase us from our work and from this community. And so if you are a queer person in paleontology, I want you to understand that you belong here and that people like me will always stand up to make sure that you are safe, that you are advocated for, and that you do belong, because we do belong here. You know, I'm out here busting my ass to bring bones back to the field so that all of us can enjoy a broader and richer understanding of natural history and of the past of this earth that we all share. And if you're a queer person and you're thinking of getting into STEM, not even necessarily paleontology, and you're afraid that you might not be accepted for who you are, I want you to understand that you are accepted and you do belong, and that we will continue this fight because we are all stronger when we link arms and we continue to push back against this stuff. Now, with all that said, let's go dig up some dinosaurs. We're continuing to work around this bone right here and around its associated femur. It's getting undercut quite well, so they're going to start putting some TP and plaster bandages to get it secure. This guy's going to need probably at least another day's work to get to that point, but the clouds are looking a little scary, so we're going to see how much longer we can actually stay out here today. We do not want this stuff getting wet, and we do not want us to be in danger of lightning strikes. So let's hope not. Here's that fishing hole block. It's got its plaster jacket on. We're continuing to undercut through that serious concrete on the underside. We're going to need to get really deep in so that we can flip it safely. The temperature just dropped, so we may have to evacuate the field fairly soon. Keep an eye on it. So this is the femur right here. The plaster it's pretty much set. It's still a little cold, which I don't like, but these aren't ideal circumstances. It's just kind of cold out anyway. The tibia is being wrapped up right now because it's getting a little bit too loose. So this guy is going to be coming next, but it's time to flip this one. We got the stretcher ready to go to walk it out. And here it is seconds later. Clear bottom, clear top. Nothing fell out, nothing fractured. That's what we want to see. Let's get this femur home. The patient is heading towards the vehicle across the Badlands. Gonna go put you somewhere a little more hospitable. Finally,
Good.
the fishing hole has been moved out of its spot, and
Derek, is that clean?
it looks clean. Awesome.
Went down to Mudstone.
All right, guys, we've gotten a lot of great work done today. 2 jackets flipped, one of which is ready to go. The other one we're gonna have to wait until about Saturday to move, but we've gotten a lot of great work done. Despite the weather looking sketchy, our luck has held up just long enough, and I think it's about time we stop tempting fate. So we're gonna head out, have a great evening, stay safe, be proud.